Hi, second grade. We're going to get started with our lesson today with reviewing a song that we sang several weeks ago. This song is There's a Hole in the Bucket. So I want you to try and sing along as best you can. And I want you to remember that this song is a dialogue song, meaning that in this case, with this song, that we have two people going back and forth, basically talking to each other. So remember, a dialogue song is basically when we have people talking to each other through singing.
There's a hole in the bucket, dear Liza, dear Liza. There's a hole in the bucket, dear Liza, a hole. Dear Georgie, dear Georgie, dear Georgie, in the hole then, dear Georgie, the hole. With what shall I mend it, dear Liza, dear Liza? With what shall I mend it, dear Liza? With what? With a straw. Dear Georgie, dear Georgie, dear Georgie, with a straw. Dear Georgie, a straw. The straw is too long, dear Liza, dear Liza. The straw is too long, dear Liza, too long. Cut the straw, dear Georgie, dear Georgie, dear Georgie. Cut the straw, dear Georgie, the straw. With what shall I cut it, dear Liza, dear Liza? With what shall I cut it, dear Liza? With what? With a knife. Dear Georgie, dear Georgie, dear Georgie. With a knife, dear Georgie, a knife. The knife is too dull, dear Liza, dear Liza. The knife is too dull, dear Liza, too dull. Then sharpen it, dear Georgie, dear Georgie, dear Georgie. Then sharpen it, dear Georgie, dear Georgie. Then sharpen it. What shall I sharpen it, dear Liza, dear Liza? With what shall I sharpen it, dear Liza? With what? With a stone. Dear Georgie, dear Georgie, dear Georgie. With a stone, dear Georgie, a stone. The stone is too dry, dear Liza. The stone is too dry, dear Liza, too dry. Then wet it, dear Georgie, dear Georgie, dear Georgie. Then wet it, dear Georgie, dear Georgie. Then wet it. With what shall I wet it, dear Liza, dear Liza? With what shall I wet it, dear Liza? With what? With water, dear Georgie, dear Georgie, dear Georgie. With water, dear Georgie, with water. In what shall I get it, dear Liza, dear Liza? With what shall I get it, dear Liza? In what? In a bucket, dear Georgie, dear Georgie, dear Georgie. In a bucket, dear Georgie, in a bucket. There's the hole in the bucket, dear Liza, dear Liza. There's a hole in the bucket, dear Liza, a hole. Now, I do have another song for us to listen to. And this one is called Mr. Rabbit, Mr. Rabbit. And I want you to see if this song sounds a little bit familiar as far as if it's a dialogue song, just like we did with There's a Hole in the Bucket. So, it's not going to sound exactly the same as far as
taking turns like Georgie and Liza did, but I want you to see if you can hear the dialogue aspect to this song.
Mr. Rabbit, your ears mighty long. Yes, indeed, they're put on wrong. Every little soul must shine, shine, shine. Every little soul must shine, shine, shine. Mr. Rabbit, your coat's mighty gray. Yes, indeed, 'twas made that way. Every little soul must shine, shine, shine. Every little soul must shine, shine, shine. Mr. Rabbit, your tail's mighty white. Yes, indeed, I'm going out of sight. Every little soul must shine, shine, shine. Every little soul must shine, shine, shine.
So, if we listened carefully, we had someone saying, Mr. Rabbit, your ears mighty long. And the rabbit answers, yes, indeed, they're put on wrong. And so they keep going back and forth like that, where somebody makes a comment about what the rabbit looks like, and the rabbit answers them. And then between each time when they answer each other, we have the refrain. Every little soul must shine, shine, shine. Every little soul must shine, shine, shine. So first, let's learn that refrain. I'm going to sing a line, you sing it back to me. Every little soul must shine, shine, shine. Every little soul must shine, shine, shine. Good, let's do that again. Every little soul must shine, shine, shine. Every little soul must shine, shine, shine. Every little soul must shine, shine, shine. So, let's put it all together. Every little soul must shine, shine, shine. Every little soul must shine, shine, shine. Now, we have a person talking to the rabbit, and then the rabbit answers. So I want you to answer after, or repeat after me right now. Mr. Rabbit, your ears mighty long. Yes, indeed, they're put on wrong. Good. Mr. Rabbit, your coat's mighty gray. Yes, indeed, 'twas made that way. Good, that was the second verse. Mr. Rabbit, your tail's mighty white. Yes, indeed, I'm going out of sight. Good. Now, we're going to sing it, but first, let's sing the part of the friend, okay, the person talking to the rabbit, and of course, we all sing the refrain. So this time, we'll sing the part of the friend. Mr. Rabbit, your ears mighty long. Yes, indeed, they're put on
soul must shine, shine, shine. Every little soul must shine, shine, shine. Mr. Rabbit, your coat's mighty gray. Yes, indeed, 'twas made that way. Every little soul must shine, shine, shine. Every little soul must shine, shine, shine. Mr. Rabbit, your tail's mighty white. Yes, indeed, going out of sight. Every little soul must shine, shine, shine. Every little soul must shine, shine, shine.
Now we're going to sing it again, but this time I want you to sing the part of the rabbit with me. And of course the refrain.
Mr. Rabbit, your ears mighty long. Yes, indeed, they're put on wrong. Every little soul must shine, shine, shine. Every little soul must shine, shine, shine. Mr. Rabbit, your coat's mighty gray. Yes, indeed, 'twas made that way. Every little soul must shine, shine, shine. Every little soul must shine, shine, shine. Mr. Rabbit, your tail's mighty wide. Yes, indeed, I'm going out of sight. Every little soul must shine, shine, shine. Every little soul must shine, shine, shine.
Good. Now this song is what we call a folk song. A folk song is a song by an unknown composer. It has been passed on from one person to another for many years. So I want you to think about if you have or if you know any other folk songs. So take a few minutes to think about that, or spend a little bit of time. And while you do that, I want you to take a look at this painting of a rabbit, okay? Or actually, this is called young hare, okay? And I want you to notice what this hare has in common with our rabbit from our song. It has long ears, like we mentioned in our song. Now what we're going to do is we're going to listen to a piece of music from an opera, okay? An opera is a story told through music. A solo sung by a singer in an opera is called an aria. Music with two people singing is called a duet. Sometimes the two singers take turns. Sometimes they both sing at the same time. So the duet we're going to listen to is called Papagena, Papagena, Papagena. And it is from an opera called The Magic Flute by Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart. And as we listen to the duet between Papageno and Papagena, we're going to look at or listen to some things about this. As I said before, it's from the opera The Magic Flute. And as you listen, you're going to hold up your right hand when you hear Papageno, the man, singing. So when you hear Papageno, the man, you're going to hold up your right hand. When you hear Papagena, the woman, you're going to hold up your left hand. Okay? So, let's remember that. But before we listen, I want to tell you a little bit about the magic flute and why Papageno and Papagena are dressed the way they are. The magic flute is like a fairy tale with music. It tells the story of a prince named Tamino who sets off to save a princess from a wizard. Tamino has a magic flute that can protect him. The wizard is kind and wise, but tests Tamino with scary tasks, such as staying silent all night in total darkness and walking through fire. Finally, Tamino saves the princess. For fun, Mozart also included two characters named Papageno and Papagena, who dress like birds. They fall in love and sing pa 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 pa. So, remember, when we listen to this, when you hear Papageno, the man, sing, you're going to hold up your right hand. When you hear Papagena, the woman, sing, you're going to hold up your left hand. Now remember, sometimes the two singers take turns, sometimes they both sing at the same time. So this is another example of a dialogue song because they are going back and forth, but they can also sing at the same time. So sometimes you might have both your hands up. Let's listen. I'm not going to do it with you.
Bist du mir nun ganz ergeben? Nun so sei mein liebes Weibchen, mein liebes Weibchen, mein Herzensweibchen. Welche Freude wird das sein, wenn die Götter uns bedenken, unsere liebe Kinder schenken, unsere liebe Kinder schenken, so liebe kleine Kinderlein, Kinderlein. Es ist das höchste der Gefühle. Es ist das höchste der Gefühle. Wenn viele,
So with this style of music that we heard from an opera and the song we heard, Mr. Rabbit, which is a folk song, do they sound similar or do they sound different? Yeah, they sound different. So, remember that Papagena, Papagena, Papagena comes from an opera. An opera has singing, acting, scenery, costumes, and even dancing. Now, remember I said this was composed by Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart, and he was from Austria. He began to play the harpsichord, which is an early keyboard instrument, when he was 3 years old. By the age of 6, he was composing his own music. So can you imagine being a little bit younger than you are and already having composed your own music. When he was 11, his first opera was performed. So as old as some of our 5th graders, right? Can you imagine being like one of our 5th graders and having written an opera and having it performed? It's amazing. Now, we determined that the styles of Mr. Rabbit, and Papagena, Papagena, Papagena are different. One is opera, one is a folk song. But I want you to think about how those two songs are alike. How are they similar? I gave you a hint about this before we listened to Papagena, Papagena, Papagena. Both are dialogue songs where they are sung by 2 people or groups, and they're like conversations. And they're both meant to be funny. Okay? So, boys and girls, I hope you enjoyed our lesson today, and I will see you next time. Bye.